Hello, everyone. My name is Stephen Tyrone Comfort, reporting to you for another TBC live broadcast. And we refer to TBC, and the real organization is called the Billion Coin. This is my 473rd live broadcast. That's 473 live broadcasts. Okay? I'm only 27 away from 500 live broadcasts, which would be a great achievement. And I really believe I'll get there. And I want to have many, many people across the TBC private community, whether you are a broadcaster or not, you need to be at that particular 500 live broadcast because it's truly going to be a milestone. Okay? So I'm letting you know ahead of time, 27 broadcasts away. Okay? So keep that in mind. All right. Folks, first, I'd like to thank my wonderful wife, Merlene. She's such a God. She's just in my heart so deep. She's just a wonderful person. She's in my mind always. She's a hard worker. She instructs people in such a professional way at her job. She loves her job. She's a great administrator at a hospital, helping a lot of sick people and instructing even doctors. Yes, doctors. So when my family goes over to the Philippines, which we are planning on, Renee and I plan on going in with other family members next year, we believe in taking care of little children that's roaming the streets with no home. They're taking care of each other. They're barefooted, a lot of them. Haven't taken a bath every day. They need some medical, dental work, all kind of medical work. We don't just feed them like crazy. And y'all have seen the type of food we give these people. We also give them clothes. And because all my family members, get this, all of them are RNs, registered nurses, and they're all fine ones. All over the world, they have the same, most of them, I won't say 100%, but I'll say about 95% of them, or 98%, are all in the medical field. That's right. I'm blessed to be with this fine woman as Merlene. Okay, now, I want to say our two little ones, Kayla and Caitlin, on our Facebook page. If you will scroll down, see that little one trying to catch water. She's out in California. It's pretty hot out there. They're having a wonderful time with other family members. And those two little ones, I'm sure, are watching me with other wonderful other family members that I also love out in California. They're 3,000 miles away from me, but there are some wonderful people out there, wonderful family members. Now, I want to say thank you all for coming to this live broadcast. I'm going to see if, let's see here. Hold on, let me see who's here. Let's see who's here. All right. Let me see if YouTube is working for me today. Yeah, looks like it is. And I got my wonderful Bangladesh people, as usual. I tell you, y'all some wonderful people, Mr. Shohag and Mr. Khan and Mr. Simone. He's of the Bangladesh community, but he resides in a wonderful country of Italy. There's a place in Italy that I have to go. And love to take my wonderful wife with me when we go. It's a beautiful place right off the water. Beautiful. This that from South Africa. Okay. Thank you so much, a new person. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. It's always to have new people come to watch my live broadcast, okay? A lot of people know me around the world. I have, Randy Wilson is a great friend of mine. And Randy told me a long time ago She said, Steve, once you started doing broadcasts, you're gonna build a following that you may not even realize. And folks, I have people that know me and respect me from all countries, all kind of countries of Africa, Bangladesh, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, USA, all over the world, all over the world, literally. So I've made connections. I know people all over the world. So when I find something that really, really is great for them, that could change their life, you bet I'm gonna contact them. TBC is a wonderful opportunity. Now I have other opportunities that I will put in their lap too, to have them at least watch it. I don't ask anybody to join anything. You see that? I never ask anyone to join anything. I ask them to take a look at it. See, when you're explaining TBC to people, I got this great thing you need to join. No, put the brakes on that type of communication. Never say things like that. The first thing you do is what? You start a polite conversation with that person, that man or woman. And men, don't come on to women. Know how to approach them. Respect them first. That's what a lot of men mess up at. So if you're going to with a lady, you know, she may have dropped some in the grocery store. You be a gentleman and pick it up for her. And you may say, how do you like this product? It's a great product. So tell me how it works. See how you intro into a conversation, folks. It is so easy in communication. But the problem is not many people. And folks, I'm gonna just keep doing this broadcast right as I'm doing right now, because I already checked the blog and we have, get this, no new blogs today. That's right. Currently, there are no new blogs right now. So admin could be having some difficulty, or they had some glitches, I know, in the payment system of Bitcoin. So it could be some things going on. So it'll be something more forthcoming, okay? But your communication approach has to be such that it is not threatening, it's not coming on, it's not any of those type of particulars. You have to be kind, cordial to people. Now, yesterday, y'all saw me in another state that y'all probably not used to seeing. And someone was talking about TBC admin, because every single time I'm going to defend admin, so eloquently have brought us to this state in our lives. Number one, let me put it out here right now. Not a one on this chat area I would have ever known or met if it wasn't for TBC admin. Now, quite naturally, I knew my lovely wife way before admin, before TBC was even a thought process. But I'm talking about the people that I know in TBC that are members of TBC, of this private community. There are some nice people in Bangladesh. They every day, just like my wife, they support me every single day. Now, my wife hasn't gotten, she may be in a meeting or she may be watching and can't chat right now, but every single time they're here, Mr. Simone and Mr. Sharif Khan, all the time they're here because they like to hear me do a broadcast. They like to learn. They want to grow as an individual. So having great communication is key in the growth process in your life and also in TBC. Because in TBC, you have to have your communication on key. It has to be literally almost perfect. Now, I'm not saying you work to that perfection, but you have to get it better. Okay? And now approaching a man is different. I'm talking about communication today. Actually, talking to a man is different. You still got to be cordial and respectful. Okay? I was coming out of my Navy Federal Credit Union, who I have account with, and a guy was coming behind me, and it was very hot. And I asked him, "Man, please keep out of this heat, brother." He said, "Guess what? My air conditioning compressor broke." I said, "Oh gosh, man." I said, "That is really pricey. The compressor on an air conditioner is one of the highest parts of the air conditioner." I said, "Oh, oh, oh." He said, "But praise God, I have insurance on it." I said, "That's the way. That's the way to do things. If you know you got something like air conditioner or whatever, it's blowing down on me now. I have a ceiling fan going too, but a central air conditioner. The compressor is on the outside unit outside against the house. And that little canister costs them thousands that's built in that system." So what I'm saying to you is this. When you strike yourself with a man, be cordial and respectful. Most men generally get along. Don't know about women. Well, I won't go there, but I'll just put it this way. We all need to get along in love and respect. And that's what TBC is about too. TBC is about abundance. So when you're talking to someone, you may have a strike a conversation. Ask them a question like this. What do you think about abundance? Oh, better yet, start this. What do you think about scarcity? And they may ask, what is scarcity? Most people know, and you tell them what it is. And then you ask them, what do you think about abundance? And a good person that's really in the Bible or know about abundance can speak on it very eloquently and actually say something positive about abundance. And then you can say, you know one thing, I know of a great organization, private community, that's all they're about. That's all they're about is abundance. That's all they're about in abundance. See how I'm leading into, I haven't said anything about the Billion Coin TBC yet. And this organization have over 3.3 or 4 million people. They're going to say, wow, really? What is it called? What? That's coming. They're going to ask. See, you get a person to ask you questions. You see? You got to know how to lead your statements into a person to ask them a question. You see? See, this is like a little training for you all today. I thought I'd do a different format because I'm not going into the Kringle Cash back office, none of that today. I'm not going into the blog because there's no new blogs today. I'm going to just speak with you all today. Communication is so key in your lifetime to any degree, and it's also key in bringing people into our private community of the Billion Coin, known as TBC. Folks, if you're not on key, if you're not appropriate, or something happened to you would make you very angry, folks, I'm gonna tell you something that happened to me yesterday. Now I'm in more than one type of opportunity. TBC is one, but I'm in a brand new opportunity that is incredible, that I've told some people about, and I'll be talking to some more people about it. And I'm not trying to pull anybody from TBC. What I'm trying to get people to do is to build passive residual income in multiple streams. Did you hear what I'm saying? So when I come to you with another opportunity, know that I've already dissected it. I know it's real, and I won't come with you anything that's appropriate or what people call a scam. I don't believe in those. See, you're looking at a person that has been trained by some humble millionaires at least 10 years ago. Some of the things that I can talk to you about are something that the training that I've had that made me be a better person today. I was never a bad person, but even a better person. See, in your life, you go on levels. TBC is kind of that way too, you know that. You go on levels in terms of your knowledge. And communication is key in that realm of knowledge. So you literally have to know that when you have a system in place, like TBC or the Billion Coin, you have to know how to approach people the proper way. And then that's in the communication process. Be kind, cordial, and be about what you know, not what you think. Your thought processes should be already there. You should know what TBC is, what it isn't, and what your correct role. Well, let's do something. Let's do a little easy. I ain't call it a quiz. Let's talk about that just a little bit. What is the Billion Coin? I could go on and talk about it for half an hour, but I'm gonna just say something real quick. Billion Coin is a private community. We are a community with a coin, not with a coin, with a community, and our coin is very valuable. Our coin goes up in value, and based on the membership that people come into our private community, and it's also measured by a grain of gold. Now, our private community, it is not a public community; it is a private community. Our coin is an abundance-based cryptocurrency. You may have heard of Bitcoin and some other market-based coins, but we're not among those. They're based on the market. We're based on building our membership to 1 billion members. Why? That is our goal, by the way. But you know why? Because we have a major mission to eradicate, to get rid of all poverty on earth. They're going to say, wow. And then next question would be, what is TBC not? It is not an abundance-based coin. That is not. It is not of a public nature. It is a private community. You see? We're based on abundance, not scarcity. I'm doing the quick thing. I'm doing the quick way because I could go on and on about it. Third one would be, what is your correct role as a member in TBC? What's the very first one? Do anyone know that? Do anyone know our correct role? I'm not going to say that one here in the chat. Could anyone tell me what the number one role right now for us in as far as a member in TBC? What is your role? Does anyone know that? Can anyone put that in the chat for me right now? I'm waiting. Because I can see that. I can look and see it. Tell me, what is your correct role? What is your role? What is every member's role right now? Right now in the Billion Coin. Tell me what it is. You know, Randy did this with us a long time ago in a send button meeting. That's before we had any other send button meetings. Randy Wilson asked us this question. And then showed it us on his shared his screen and showed it to us. Come on, people. Tell me, anyone know what your correct role is? Come on, I know that y'all been doing broadcasts. You can't do broadcasts if you don't know your role. Type it in the chat. What is your role? What is the role of a member right now in TBC? Right now. Wow, no one is putting it in the chat. Guys and ladies, don't have me tell you everything. Come on. See, do I need to make my 500 broadcasts like a lot of my hundreds when I get to 1, 2, 3, 4? Yes, it's broadcasting. Yes, that's not your number one role though. But that's a good try though. We need more broadcasters. That's a great try, though. I like that, but it's not. That's not your correct role. Is this person the only one that's going to participate in this? Come on, Shohat and Simone. I'm calling your name out, right? If you're broadcasting, you don't know your role. Come on now. Don't let me down. Even if you don't know, put it down. I'm not going to come down hard on you. Only one person put it. Non-political organization. No, I'm not talking what is not. I'm asking what is your role right now? What is your role? Your role. There are many little roles, but that number one role that you are right now. I'm gonna give you a little hint. What phase are we in TBC right now? Let's see if I. Okay, Lisette is really close, real close in terms of what our role is. We're in a phase in TBC right now, and this person is right on key on what I'm talking about. We're building a community. Key, building a community to 1 billion members. So what are we doing? Okay, folks? Because this person is the closest person to it. And how many times have y'all seen this in your KCBO, in your Queen Cash back office? How many times have you seen this word on the blog? If we are not in what you call an economic phase right now, come on, I'm telling you now. If we're not in an economic phase, what phase are we in? Come on, people. Don't be in an organization and not know what it is and what your role is. That's not good. That's not good at any cost. You just spinning your wheels. We are in a what? Against what? A D. A D, the letter D. Come on, I'm telling you now. We're not in the economic phase. Admin always tell us that. But a lot of people want to be in the economic phase. We're not there yet. What phase are we in? What are we doing? Okay, since only one person spread the TBC, spread the news. This person is right on key. We are in a distribution phase. We are in a distribution phase. How many times have y'all seen that? How many times have you seen that on the blog and in your KCBO? Maybe 100 times or more. Folks, become a student of the blog. Become a student of the TBC blog at blog.thebillioncoin.info. That is the website, blog.thebillioncoin.info. Just don't read it daily. Go through it with a fine-tuned comb. Go back line for line. Because guess what is happening? I'm going back to communication now. Admin, that is admin's main way of communicating with us. Now, as broadcasters, because I do a broadcasters meeting 30 minutes every Monday, 30 minutes before all the Sinbun meetings, and I have some Sinbun hosts there too, and people who are on the Bitcoin bounty contest. I have a slew of people. But tell me this. Do all these broadcasters out there, how can you communicate to people eloquently about this private community if you don't know what your role is? Come on, people. Let's get with it. We're in a distribution phase. You are a distributor. If we're emptying the TBC wallet, we're distributing coin, but not just distributing. We are actually bringing people out of the community by doing peer-to-peer transactions, and we're also making passive residual income in the Bitcoin contest, or whether you by bringing people on, and they're paying what? 4 grains of gold, which is about $22, $23 a month, and half of that back into an admin is paying you within 24 hours for every person you bring in. See, folks, it's stuff. You have to make the Billion Coin easy. It's not hard. You're making it too hard. See, I realize that you got a lot of things going on in your life, and it's all here in your mind. And you got TBC there. But what you got to learn to do, you got to learn to separate TBC from everything else. Separate TBC from everything else. That's what you got to do. Because when you got everything together, well, along with TBC, then you can't adequately know what your role is, what TBC is, and what is not. You just can't. That's any online business. Anyone like that. You have to learn to separate this from this. That's why Merlin and I, we are building multiple streams of income, and just not TBC, but other opportunities, because I've learned to separate TBC with this one over here and this one over here. And I'm teaching people how to do that. It all comes here, folks. All comes here in your mind, your mindset. I've talked about mindset so much in broadcast, it's crazy. And I'm saying to you, everything leads from that. You can be a great communicator if you have a positive, great mindset. Because in that mind, there are thought processes going on. See, don't preconceive when you communicating with someone, don't preconceive that you know what that person is about because you see their interactions with somebody else. I have known to see my past history as being a retired probation officer, and I come, I was a juvenile probation, so I had the social worker coming into my office, bringing her kid in the office, and the mother was outside my door in the hallway. She wasn't permitted to come in yet. The door was closed. And this mom was all just as angry and everything, right? So as I talked to them, I excused them out the room. And this mom immediately came in there and pointed her finger at me. I said, excuse me, don't do that. Please don't do that. By the time I finished that lady, she was smiling at me and she was giving me a hug. Thank you, because she was almost in tears because she has so much on her plate. So much here in her family. It wasn't even about me. It wasn't even about her son. It was about her and her life. I've changed people strung out on drugs by just this mindset. Yes, I have done that. I have the training. I was required to get 40 hours a year, mandatory training as a probation officer when I worked for the state of Virginia. And I was a mental health therapist 9 years before that with a degree in psychology. So I know how the mind works. Yes, I'm telling you a little about my credentials. I did all that stuff years ago. See, when I got out of high school, I immediately went to college. I want to get all that school out the way early, along with my age. I was finished with college at 22. And I started my career right after that as a mental health therapist. I helped a lot of people that had a lot of psychological dysfunctions. Then I took that and moved into used the same mindset in criminal field until, not criminal field. I went into the court system and did it for 22 years. And I'm telling you, folks, I learned a lot about people. If it's nothing I know, is the mindset of a person. I can tell you what your mind is like, what your mindset is coming off to me as like within the first 10 or 15 minutes talking to you. You know what I like with people? Let me tell you what somebody that I like about the Bangladesh people. Let me tell you, I'm going to talk about the Bangladesh people just for a moment. You know what I like about Simone and Rick Khan and Shohat. You know one thing when they're talking to me? You know the one thing I notice about them? You know one thing I notice that's really unique about them? When they're talking to you, they're smiling. They got a smile on their face. When I come on their broadcast and they see them there, or I come on on their panel, they always are giving me good kudos. They always respect me. They are very great, respectful people. And I love them all. I love those Bangladesh people. I'm telling you, I love them. They're great people. People in the Philippines, people in parts of Africa. They're great people. We have some great people, members of TBC. But make sure we are communicating the right way and the right information. That is my broadcast today, folks. And here right now, I'm already at half of my broadcast. Half an hour is over. You see how easy to do a broadcast? See, folks, you got to know what you know when you know. You got to know what you're talking about. I've talked to y'all for a half an hour. Gone already. About communication here in the Billion Coin. If you're not a good communicator normally in your life, how can you be a good communicator in Billion Coin? You can know a lot about the Billion Coin, but if you can't eloquently, pass it on to someone in your communication, you're spinning your wheels. You're just not getting it done. So let us be great TBCians. Let us be great members of the Billion Coin. Let us make sure that we're saying the right things to people as you bring people on. Everybody's not going to see it. Let me share that with you. Everyone is not going to see this concept of the Billion Coin. They think it's the first thing they mind. Is that one of those things? Well, I can say I've been on it almost going on 3 years, and all I've seen is improvement all along the way. This is like a stepping stone, like going through different levels. We will reach 8 billion members. We will get rid of poverty 1% at a time. Because all of us that's why TBC admin want us to be millionaires and billionaires here as members of the TBC coin. So we'll have the jobs to give to people, to give them and get them employment and start taking care of themselves the right way. And teach them about abundance, the way we all need to live as mankind here on earth. Abundance, not scarcity. That's something artificial. Yes, artificial. Abundance is what I've said in the Holy Bible, to live life abundantly. It's right in the Bible. But don't you think it's real? I believe it is. Okay, folks. Musa, thank you so much for coming today, brother. Folks, I'm going to tell you right now, don't be surprised if this be on the blog, because admin knows how communication is key in bringing people into communicate in TBC. So look for this to be on the blog. I'm telling you that right now. All right, folks. All right, folks. It's nice being with you today. Thank you so much for being here. My sweetheart Merlene, I know you're busy, but give me a call when you get a chance. There are some great people out there, and she is definitely the best ever in my heart. These 2 little ones that we have, they are wonderful. Wonderful little kids. And our family is the best ever. But we got some great members of TBC that's here, right here in the chat. Thank you so much for our new people that came today. Thank you for the things that you participation we little had. Thank you so much for all the people out there, the Billion Coin. Let's build this concept, this community, private community, to 1 billion members, and let's do it in a hurry. Okay? So I'll see you all tomorrow for another TBC Live broadcast. TBC out. Goodbye. Peace, everybody.